So as girls, I got them locked so similar to a prison. In my awesome jams that are causing me favoritism. I heard it being doping, but this beats the mover. The choreographer causing your funky dope maneuver.
In the late 80s, Super Lover Cee and Casanova Rud exploded on the scene with a few hit records that had New York radio under their spell. Girls I Got 'Em Locked, Do the James, and Super Casanova were the most notable records in their career.
We got into the music, industry. And it's funny because Rud actually recorded a track before I did. Yes. Rud recorded a track before I did. And that's when he went to 1212 Studio to actually record it. Now, the interesting thing was it sounds so great, all right? And it's the truth. I thought I was a better rapper, you know what I mean? So I said, well, I think I'm a better rapper, man, that sounds phenomenal. But it sounds phenomenal because it was recorded phenomenally, you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, this is great. So what ended up happening was, I wanted to know where he went. I was a local, guy working at McDonald's.
Right.
So took one of my checks, man, and went and booked some studio time. And the result of that was Do the James Brown.
There was a sound in the 80s that could not be matched. The samples, the kicks, snares, the creativity of the 80s is what really separated groups like Super Lover Cee and Casanova Rud, according to Super Lover Cee.
And that's because it's different than the sound today.
Right.
And that's why it's hard to describe it. It was, of course, we live in a digital world now opposed to analog. And that analog sound with the samples, and you're talking about the popping from the record samples, and it was all of that brought it all together. So you wanted some of that in there, you know what I mean? So I remember working in the studio with Paul C, and we did the Do the James track, man. And I remember cleaning it up later, when it went on the album. When we did that single, man, it just didn't sound the same without the dirty sample in it, you know what I mean? So that was the sound, and that was the aspects that brought that sound together. You had the hard kicks, the snares, but then you also had that sample. You had all the frying, that frying sound in the background on some of them. Some of them were clean, depending on what you were using, but that was the sound. And that's what created the overall sound of hip hop back in the 80s.
1, 2, I pump it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, I pump it up. Now check this out, Rud. Come on, get some. Stop yelling it. I know you like the jam, but his name is too seldom telling it. Simple, because I hide it, but super loving be getting them. Causing the girls to freak the funky jams that I be kicking them. Point to any girl as I rap. They will be quoting, also scoping and hoping I was the man because I'm doping.